Well, welcome back, folks. It's Buck Buckner in the bunker, and the buck stops here, quite frankly, in the bunker, and that saying applies today more than ever with our expert cryptologist, Dr. Stan Gundy, here on the line with us, answering questions, and his research is quite frankly fascinating. Quite frankly, it's a privilege to have you here, Dr. Gundy, and
Why, thank you, Buck.
why don't we just take a call right now, and anybody out there who has a question for Dr. Gundy, let it rip. Hey, Buck, it's me. I'm calling from down the road, and wait a minute, Dr. Gundy, I get a lot of callers like this. Down the road, they're speaking metaphorically, in the bunker here. Really, nobody knows where I'm at. I could be anywhere, and you could be standing right in front of my bunker, and you would never see it. So let's go ahead. Yeah, I saw a guy in a cowboy hat, a real big guy, and he had these big shoes on, and he was like walking. It just rained a little, and he was, I don't know, was that? That was probably. Wait a minute. You're jumping to conclusions. Cowboy hat, that could be anybody. How many cowboy hats are out there? And big guys, that doesn't mean anything. What's big? Are we talking, tall big, round big? So I think I can finish this question. I think that, Dr. Gundy, it's a legitimate line of research. We know the Bigfoot is fascinated by his own footprint. And one way to attract Bigfoot is to set a Bigfoot trap, and you go out and you put, this is a legitimate line of research, you put footprints out, and then you monitor that, and you see if it attracts other Bigfoots, real Bigfoots. And, to the novice out there, they might see a Bigfoot trap, and which is legitimate research, and mistake it for something it's not. Maybe you can comment a little further on that. Have you ever done similar research, Dr. Gundy?
I apologize for the unfortunate fisticuffs that erupted at the latest cryptozoology symposium in Chicago last summer. I apologize again.
Well, quite frankly, if I could add in, that's an excellent question by our caller, and I want to thank the callers out there for, really adding to this conversation. And I just want to add that I've been confused by, that, but, legitimate. How do you count those out of the eyewitness? And that's where we come up with the 1090 rule. We know that not all the footprints or the sightings may be fully accurate. You might have novices out there that mistook let's say a bunny for a Bigfoot, or one of the footprints that was put out there by a legitimate researcher as an actual footprint of a Bigfoot. And who knows, maybe when they were looking at that research print, they came across a real Bigfoot. You just don't know, and that's why we go by the 1090 rule. And I said this from the start. So, Dr. Gundy, we're going to take another campfire break, but maybe you could quickly comment on that.
Well, yes, there is evidence, footprints, photographs.
Well, it's fascinating, Dr. Gundy. So we're going to take another campfire break. Thanks so much, folks. This is Buck Buckner in the bunker. And remember, fear the middle. Fear the silent majority. The fringe middle, as I call them. And we'll be right back after this commercial break.